Right, we're joined by SARS, the Group Executive of Employment Relations, Luther Lebelo. Thank you for being with us, Luther. Although we would prefer to speak to the Commissioner, as you know. Does SARS really back this report by KPMG, even though KPMG has withdrawn it? It's incredible to me. The authors have withdrawn it, or parts of it, the big parts.
Yeah, I don't know whether you know how big the report is, because they only withdrew the recommendations and the conclusions according to them.
But those are substantial, the ones that implicate people.
Yeah.
The rest, let's just be clear, the rest is just a compilation of documents, all the evidence. I haven't seen the whole report.
Okay, I'll help you to understand it. Don't worry. So the first thing that we have a problem with is a principle. So it's not about the 23 million, it's not about all these things. So we received an email from KPMG in the morning on Friday, 9 o'clock, around to tell us that we have run through some internal what, and we believe that this report didn't go through whatever. We're going to issue a media statement and we're going to pay you the money and da. Around 11 o'clock, while we're still scratching our heads, they've issued a media statement and you guys were calling us all over the place. Now, that is the most immoral and unethical and inappropriate behavior to be conducted by a firm of that stature. We are a client, we approached KPMG through a tender, they went through a tender, they won the tender, they ran the work.
I understand you're upset, so there was no prior warning, only on the day, basically.
Yes, that is the one part. Yeah. The second part.
My question is,
I'm coming to your question.
is, does SARS really stand by this report
let me explain
that has been withdrawn by its own authors?
Yeah. Now, you have read our media statement, as you've got a copy. So in terms of this SLA that we have with them,
service level agreement.
Yes, when you give us a report, we give you the money. In terms of that service level agreement, that report becomes the copyright of SARS. So what it means is that it becomes the property of SARS. So you can't go to what belongs to SARS and make comments about it, let alone the way you have done it. And for us, it's a principle to say, but you don't even have business in the document, so you can't comment on it. So that is a principle that we are fighting for. And we are saying KPMG has been on our database for a long time. They've done work for us. We do not see any difference between the work they've done for that one and the work they've done for other things. And for other work. And that's why we're concluding that KPMG is trying to clean their badly tainted image at the expense of SARS. And for that, we're going to take very serious actions. In fact, we believe that the conduct of KPMG makes it to be disqualified with immediate effect from doing any business with the state in South Africa.
Can I ask you just to be logical? You're an auditing firm, okay? Your standards have to be high. Your reports are used to make decisions, etc. You're trying to protect your global reputation. Why would you then, for political purposes or whatever purposes, admit that you wrote a report and your evidence does not match your conclusions, and your conclusions are now no longer reliable? This is so damaging to KPMG's brand, but you're saying that they would shoot themselves in the foot with a bazooka to get back at SARS for some unknown reason.
There are a lot of factors, so I'm not you don't have much time, obviously. So there are a lot of processes of running a report. I don't know whether you have been involved in that process. So a lot of processes of running this thing. You come and say, yeah, it's a draft, you go back, you do all these things from September until the 26th of January 2016, September 2015, we've been going back and forward about this and that and cleaning it up. And they come to us and give us a stamp and say, this is working. Yeah. That's one part. Remember, we are a client here. We receive a report. We believe in your bona fides. And then you come from somewhere and you're saying, this report doesn't meet what standard. You don't even give it a chance to understand what standard. You know, if you sat down and you're saying, our standards are the following, as the work that you have done, this is the standard they've missed. If you ask me now...
Luther, my question is, what would their motive be to get at SARS by ruining their own reputation?
Everybody in South Africa is asking the same question. What they've done has ruined their reputation. I can't imagine any business who would want to do business with KP. I don't know. Maybe
why would they do that?
You must ask KP. Let me give you an example. Let me give you an example.
Why would they do that to hurt SARS? Hurt themselves to hurt SARS?
I don't know whether they're trying to hurt us or they're trying to hurt themselves or they're trying to hurt these people who have resigned. Remember, they've got their own politics. 6 people have resigned. I don't know what they got. What was the politics? What we know as SARS is that we commissioned work, they gave work, and they come back and withdraw the work. And even SABC will react the way we've reacted. You get shocked. to say, wow,
no, I can understand that.
We paid 23 million with you.
Yeah.
But I think this is the point we want to make. So during weekend, we saw people crossing the media platform, including the former Minister of Finance, claiming that the withdrawal therefore means they've been exonerated from whatever. KPMG was the one that was used to destroy their careers, is the one that was used to open a criminal case. And I think our statement is very clear that those comments at worst are gross ignorant, or they are deliberately misleading the public, because they know that we charged them in early January 2015. Some of them resigned in February, some of them, the last one, resigned in May. The criminal case, which is now making noise about the Hawks, was also opened in May. The KPMG report was only confirmed in 2016. So we want to clarify that people must not run around.
Okay, but Luther, you're asking a question that I didn't ask. My question was, why would KPMG go after SARS in a political manner when it's going to be self-defeating? KPMG International was involved in that response last week. Yeah. Why would it really, KPMG International, why would it really be out to gun for SARS?
Maybe to them,
because it wasn't just the local firm involved, it was the global company.
Maybe for them were a small fish. I do not know. Our conclusions are that
I'm saying your conclusions are not logical.
No, not logical. Like, is it bell potting or something? KPMG panicked. Somebody was doing an interview now with me and John Pellman, and somebody was explaining that he thinks they panicked and they thought this is the way to clean their image, and they wanted to do that with SARS. So we're a very important institution. You don't do that with us. We don't allow that. So
they withdrew a report that's actually fine.
I don't think
to clean up their image.
I don't think they appreciated the image of what they've done. Let me tell you, for us, this is colonial.
I still just don't understand why they would do it.
No,
I don't understand.
No, you must ask them.
Because it's so illogical what you're saying.
No, it's so illogical what they've done. I can't answer on why KPMG has done what it's done. I can answer on what SARS
But you are actually, because SARS is saying that there's political motives behind this. The commissioner today said there was an agenda. So you are actually making serious claims against KPMG.
Maybe let's finish this point, because the important point, I don't think your listeners want us to be hooked up in this thing. KPMG has made what SARS believes is an unethical, immoral, inappropriate act. We're going to sue them. We're going to go to the minister to withdraw them from doing business with the state. We're going to stop all the work that we have done with them. We're going to go back and check the work they've done for the last 10 years because their conduct, we're the custodian of the fiscal. So we collect taxes. The taxes that you're talking about, the 11.44 trillion, is the work of the 14,000 SARS employees. And you've got an interest that this money is given to companies that they do the job that benefit the state. Okay, and for that purpose, we are going broader than this reports, and we are saying KPMG must be stopped from doing business with the state. Okay,
I only have one last question. Yeah. I still don't understand why they would shoot themselves in the foot to get at you guys.
No, both of us
beyond that, I do understand that maybe they should have given you prior notice, that you are upset because you asked for services that weren't properly delivered, seemingly from their own statement. I understand all of that. However, if you think logically again, if there was no rogue report or no conclusive evidence of a rogue report, doesn't SARS as an institution look a little better? It almost seems like the commissioner is terribly disappointed because if there was no rogue unit, his predecessors look a bit better. He looks like maybe he overreacted. Does this not seem personal?
No.
Because it doesn't seem like a calm reaction. We're going to take some legal advice. They shouldn't have messed us around. It seems much more than that, claiming agendas. Is it not personal?
No. Acting Commissioner Pillay instituted an investigation on the allegation of the rogue unit. Sikhakhane SC comes with an outcome. Minister Nene Institute establishes a board chaired by a retired Judge Kruon, among others, to look into the allegation, the report of Sikhakhane and check whether it is valid. They came out in April and said, we agree with Sikhakhane, there were unlawful acts, there were criminal acts that were committed. SARS, take an action. We took an action. We have reported the matter to the police, the Hawks are busy with the matter. We have disciplined some people while facing disciplinary, they resigned. So we are not there with we have moved away from the rogue unit thing. The matter now, which is remaining, is a criminal matter, which is with the Hawks, and the Hawks are working very, very hard to finalize the matter, and that is our hope. So we're not going to be disappointed by a report that comes 12 months after we've done work. No. If that is where we are trying to get to,
what I'm saying is, it seems like SARS is attached to having a rogue unit, when in fact it looks pretty good for SARS if it doesn't. But we're running out of time. Quick, I'll give you the last response though.
Yeah. So Commissioner, as early as October 2015, disbanded the rogue unit. Announced, is disbanded. It existed, it disbanded. So it's not there. We don't want it. And we don't have the rogue unit. We've got employees who understand the law. We've got employees who apply the tax laws and collect all revenue to the state in the best way possible.
All right, thank you for your time this evening. That was Luther Lebelo from SARS, spokesperson for SARS. We did invite KPMG to respond. They said they were not available today. But Peter, you did speak to the new CEO yesterday.